Hey guys, just give me one more second. Okay. All right, here we go. Hey guys, hey Joy. Hey Navilis. Hey Mimi, how are you? Sorry about that. Hold on. Hey Blue Eyes. Lori. How you guys doing? Hey Sapito. Can you guys hear me okay? Just want to make sure. Thank you, Lori. If I'm coming through okay, just let me know. If not, then you guys can let me know. Yes, okay. Hey Amara. Okay, good. Thank you guys. Okay, so we are going to talk about Michael Vaughn tonight, but we're going to talk about something that not a lot of people are talking about. Okay. Oh, me too. Thank you. Okay, so I don't know if you guys had heard anything about this, but Michael Vaughn has a nanny, a babysitter. And there's a little bit going on with that. Before I start this, I just want to say that I am in complete support of the parents. I don't believe that they have anything to do with the disappearance of Michael Vaughn. But I do find it kind of sketchy that with what I have found, that the babysitter, I don't know if she really has anything to do with this, but she is acting a little bit weird, in my opinion. So hold on one second. Hey, Purple. Oh, I think you're muted.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, I was muted.
Okay, that's okay. So I'm going to show some screenshots first, and then we're going to get into the video. I do have the link for the video that we're going to watch, so I'm just going to put it in. Oh, no, I don't have it. Hold on one second. Let me go get it.
Right.
I'm going to get you guys the link to the video that we're going to be watching, and I do have permission from the creator, and she's probably going to be in here tonight anyway. So let me just go grab that. I got to go find it real quick. Give me 1 second, guys.
All right, not a problem. Hello, everybody. Amara, Blue Eyes, Lori, Becca, Joy, Carrie, Johnny, Speedo.
I'll be done in 2 seconds. Sorry about that, because I clipped another link. So, hold on, give me 1 second. Hey, Truth for All.
Yeah, Truth for All, I'm good.
All right, so hold on 1 second. Okay, so here is the link to the video we're going to watch, and I'm going to pin it to the top because we're not going to show the whole video. So I want to leave that up there so that you guys can go and watch the whole video. This creator is True Crime and Tarot, and she is awesome. She's a very, very informative channel. And she's very down to earth. Do you have your TV on?
Yeah, the TV's on in the background.
Okay. I was just making sure.
I can move to a
didn't know
different area if it's too loud.
a little bit too loud, but it's okay.
Better?
Okay, so all right. Yep, that's better. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys. Let me share this. Share my screen, and I'm gonna show you guys some screenshots to start everything off, and then we're gonna get into the video. So let me just share this. So much to do, guys. Hold on one second. Okay. Oops. No, I don't want to do that. All right. So to start off, we're going to look at this screenshot. If my computer cooperates today. All right. So this is a conversation in, I believe, comments on a social media platform. So the comments here, these people are having a discussion, and they say, does anyone have details on the babysitter's previous involvement with DCF and with losing a child? This next person says, she didn't want her kids when they were little. She tried giving them to multiple people, ended up handing them over to CPS, never got them back. The kids seemed to inconvenience her then lifestyle or life size of going to bars and suspected drug use. Michael's babysitter? Yep. Okay. And then this right here is the babysitter. Her name is Jennifer. And she says, yes, the babysitter is being looked at by everyone. She has been interviewed by the police, the FBI, and the media. When she walks into local businesses, they greet her with hugs and prayers for the family. She has distributed thousands of flyers via her supporters. She is holding prayer circles every night at the Fruitland City Park, every night until Monkey is found. She is lost and completely heartbroken without her little buddy. And then somebody asks, Jennifer, aren't you the babysitter? Why are you talking about yourself in the third person? And Jennifer replies, to prove a point, I'm front and center in everything. If any has any questions, I'm right here. Okay. So Jennifer, somebody else says, Jennifer, so was the neighbor's claim that he's notorious for sneaking off untrue? I don't mean to be invasive. Apologies if I am. Just so many conflicting stories. And Jennifer replies, not exactly. It's just not as frequent now as it had been in the past. Okay, so then here we have a post from Jennifer, who's the babysitter. And all of this is in the video, guys. So when you watch the video, this will all be in the beginning. It says, Happy Mother's Day to all the amazing women out there. A mother's job never ends, ever, even when your child grows up and moves away, or when tragic circumstances break the physical bonds. A special shout out to all the incredible women who have found the courage to adopt or foster a child without any qualms. These women have a special place in my heart for opening up theirs to care for other children as their own. If not for one very beautiful woman, this day would be impossible for me to bear. Blank gave my babies a home and a family that I never would have been able to. My heart of hearts, she is the world's greatest mother. Thank you, Blank. God bless your incredible heart and beautiful soul. And in this screenshot, she's talking about the foster mother of the children, of her children. Okay, we'll get back to this later. And I want to show you the video before I show you guys that screenshot. Okay, guys. Let me just see what you're saying. Okay, everything's good? Okay. All right, so the video that I'm going to show you is, her name is True Crime and Tarot. I put her link to the video up at the top, and her link is also in the description. And she had a conversation with the babysitter. And I watched this conversation on her channel, and it is very crazy and very confusing. I'm glitching. Okay. So Purple, if you want to share that, I'm gonna, if you want to just start the video, and then pause it, and I'll be right back because I'm gonna have to leave the studio for a minute because I'm glitching.
Okay. Where
Okay.
did you send me the link?
Yes, I sent it. I believe I sent it to your Discord.
Okay. I'll have to go.
Okay. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just let me know if I sound better, guys.
The end here.
And then we're gonna start at 17 minutes. I believe the timestamp is.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, guys. Thank you, Joy. Just gonna take a sip of my drink here.
All right, I'm ready when you are.
Okay, just send it over and I'll click it. Thank you so much for doing this.
Okay, you have to walk me through that again. Do I just hit share on my side?
Yes.
Okay.
And then there should be an option to share with audio.
Yep.
And then, yep, here it is. Okay, guys, so there it is.
Right.
So, it went away again.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, here it is. And then if you can just blow it up.
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you so much for this.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to start this video, guys. And this is True Crime and Tarot. She is talking to the babysitter through Messenger. And I just want to see what you guys think of this. I don't believe that the babysitter is involved, but there is some weird conversation here. So I'm going to ask Purple to press play, and then we'll listen.
Oh, I can mute it.
Tyler. That is Michael Vaughn's dad. His name is Tyler Vaughan. I do not know if Tyler still has substance abuse issues. I have no idea. But I will tell you that I've been around more addicts than I care to admit. And I've seen a lot of things with people that have addiction problems. It's not to say that people cannot recover. Of course they can. But What is the best indicator of future behavior? It's always past behavior. So here we go. This was me. Can I blow this up anymore? It's really hard to see. I cannot blow this up anymore. Okay, great. Okay, so I'm gonna put it up on the screen. If you guys like want to blow it up or however you want to do it, but I'm gonna go ahead and read it to you. Okay, so Jennifer, I reached out, like I said, to Brandy first. She did not answer, and then I reached out to Jennifer. And this is what this screenshot says. Hi, Jennifer. My name is Jessica, and I am new to Michael's case. I have a YouTube channel where I cover cases such as his. While researching this case, I have come across speculation about you and would like to give you a platform on YouTube to clear up some things that were said so we can get on with looking for Michael. I will be going live tonight at 9 p.m. to discuss his case, and if you're interested, I would love to have you on panel. If not, I completely understand and wish you well. We're going to go to the next screenshot. So she answers, and she says, I have not, and listen, I want to point this out to you guys, okay? The very first thing she said to me was a lie. We started out with her lying to me immediately. If you notice, I was honest with her. This is who I am. I wasn't trying to trick her. I wasn't trying to catfish her. I told her who I was, what I was doing, and invited her on to my show. And she immediately tells me a lie. And this is what she says. I have not seen or gotten anyone to tell me what this speculation is. Again, I'll remind you, this is a complete lie, and you're going to see why in a little bit. I'm not sure what I would be walking into. So she was a little apprehensive, which is understandable. But she was absolutely lying about not knowing what the speculation is because she goes into detail herself about it. So I said, okay, that makes sense. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Wrong thing. We're here. So I said, there were various screenshots taken from a private Facebook group about your relationship with the father. So let me tell you guys, there are rumors that Tyler Vaughan, Michael's father, and Jennifer were having an affair. Okay. So I said, there were various screenshots taken from a private Facebook group about your relationship with the father and your own children. We all go through things. I'm not here to judge. I just think it's better coming from the actual person instead of me going on a live stream and just putting out speculation. So she says right here, I had no relationship with the father. He was my husband's friend. This is her ex-husband, okay? She got remarried. So she said, he was my husband's friend. Do you have those screenshots to send me, please? I was not going to, in a million years, send this woman those screenshots, just so you know. We're going to the next screenshot. So.
Isn't it nice when someone's there to make sure you get all you deserve? That's the kind of help you get.
Let's see where we're at.
Sorry, guys.
That one to the next one. I said, because she said, I had no relationship with the father. He's my husband's friend. I said, okay, that makes sense. Have you known him for a long time then? And I do not have them, meaning the screenshots. They were posted on another creator's channel. I was not going to hand them over to her regardless. So I said, I was surprised to see them because I was. I said, I didn't know what to make of them and so I sought you out to ask directly. So she says, I appreciate that. I've known Tyler for about 9 years. Again, just to refresh you guys, Tyler is Michael Vaughn's biological father, lives in the home with him, and was the person that was there when he went missing. So she's saying that she knew Tyler for 9 years. And then she says, Brandy, I met right after she had Michael. So she knew Tyler first through her ex-husband. And then she met Brandy after Brandy gave birth to Michael Vaughn. So she's known Tyler for 9 years. She's known Brandy for 5. I said, okay. So you knew him beforehand through your ex-husband and became friends with Brandy later on. Gotcha. She said, correct. I said, I will tell you that part of the speculation is that you were having an affair with Tyler. Hence my questions. That's right here. She says, ew, no. He's about 10 years younger than I am. And let me tell you, she sent a personal picture to me of herself just randomly, did not ask for it. And you can definitely tell that she is older than Tyler. Not that that means anything, because me and my fiance have a 12-year age gap. And I just want to let you guys know, if you guys are typing in chat right now, I cannot see it because I have my screen fully up so you guys can see these messages. So we're going to continue on. No, he's about 10 years younger than I am. So then she says, but that's funny. Do you recall what was said about my children? I'm sure I know what that is and where it came from. Oh, I'm sure you know too, Jennifer. So I said that that you tied them and would leave to go party, that you attempted to give them away numerous times. We're speaking about her own biological children. That you attempted to give them away numerous times and then gave them to CPS and never wanted them back. That is this message right here that I said to her. Next screenshot. Nope, we gotta get past that. Nope, we gotta get past that. I took a lot of screenshots of that. Nope, gotta get past that. Okay, so here we go. Here is her explanation. Please, if you haven't listened closely, please listen to this. Okay, she asked what was said about her children, and I told her that people said that she tied them up and would go party, and that she attempted to give them away numerous times to CPS. This is her answer. This right here is her answer. Please listen closely. She says, wow, not quite what happened. Never tied my children up. Well, that's good to know, Jennifer. Then she says, I always had sitters for them. We're going to go back to statement analysis here, okay? So I told her, that people said you would tie them up to go party. She doesn't say, oh, no, I'm not a party or anything like that. What she said was, I always had sitters for them. So that's almost like an admission. Like, yeah, I may have went out all the time, but I always had sitters. So here's where it gets crazy and interesting. She said, when I broke my hip 15 years ago, I had them placed into foster care because no one was able to take them together. Do I need to repeat that, or are we good on that? So she broke her hip and decided, you know what? I think I'm just going to have to get my kids to foster care because I broke my hip. I can't take care of them. So she says, I wasn't going to let them be separated from each other. How noble of you, Jennifer. Their foster mom and I made sure that they would never be separated again. How noble of you. Then she says they were eventually adopted by that family. So again, please let us go over this for a second. She is claiming that she broke her hip, and because she broke her hip, it's right here. Please take a screenshot of it, blow it up, and read it for yourself. That she broke her hip, and because of that, she had to give her kids to foster care. I'm going to stop right here and tell you guys real quick. I had open heart surgery. I had a 50-50 shot of living at the age of 26. I had 2 children under the age of 5. I had this open heart surgery. I came home. By doctor's orders, I was not allowed to pick my children up. I wasn't even allowed to run a vacuum. Okay. But I still managed by myself, no nannies, no anyone. My ex-husband was at work. It was just me and my kids. I still managed to make them peanut butter and jellies while trying to recover from open heart surgery, and never once did it cross my mind to put my children into foster care. So she continues on with this nonsense of a paragraph and says, I have never not been in their lives. Well, Jennifer, I'm going to have to call your bluff there, ma'am, because you're not in their life. They were adopted by another family because you broke their hip and gave them away. So then she says, I was there for every birthday, holiday, and occasional random visits when I could. I have a healthy relationship with both my children and their adoptive family. Interesting. Would love to hear from the kids, especially if they are over the age of 18. So I say to her, that's good to hear. Kids need their parents. Thank you for clearing that up. Now, please keep in mind, I knew that this is total BS. Nobody gives their kids up to foster care because, they had a hip replaced. That's just crazy. So she says, she talks about the party, and she says, as far as partying, I proved in court that my only business in the bar was I was working there.
Good grammar and...
Okay, when you go back, I'm going to have you pause it real quick. Okay. So for anybody just coming in, we're watching True Crime and Tarot, and this is her conversation with Michael Vaughn's babysitter. And from what I've heard so far, it's pretty crazy. I guess some of you guys would agree that she had given up her kids because she had broke her hip, and it just sounds like she wasn't able to deal with kids at the time. So she had a party lifestyle, from what we understand, and this is how it's going right now. So for anybody else coming in, or just coming in, the link is pinned to the top. It's also in the description if you would like to see this video in its entirety. Yes, the babysitter. Okay, so we're gonna push play again, please. Thank you, Purple.
Okay. So I said, I would love to know what your and please pay attention here also. I would love to know what your fondest memory of Michael is. I would like to be able to share positive things during the live stream. So she answers me and says, nothing about Michael. She says, all this hate is coming from my youngest son's aunt, who I proved in the same court that she was unfit to care for my child or any other child. What? So you gave your children up to foster care because you had a hip replacement, but I asked you what your fondest memory of Michael was. You don't answer me. And instead, you are blaming your aunt that's unfit to take care of children, but you are the one that readily gave your own children away. Got it. So she says pillow fights, playing at the parks, the car wash. This was about Michael. This was the answer to my question. What is your fondest memories? That's her answer. Pillow fights, playing at the park, and the car wash. Working at the car wash. Yeah. So anyway, I said the name was blacked out of the screenshot, so I can't give you the name. And that is true. I didn't know the name. Well, she answers me. She's giving me her aunt's name right here, which is Sarah Levy. Again, those blacked out texts that I just showed you guys, that's a pretty short name. And the blacked out texts looked longer than that. So I'm not really sure if that was her aunt. She seems to think, or I'm sorry, her son's aunt. She seems to think that it definitely was. So then she says, who is just secondhand speaking for my son's aunt? So she's calling this woman a mouthpiece, basically. Next screenshot. I said, it's kind of cut off there. But I said, I have some unsavory family members myself. I get it. LOL. Which is actually true. So she said, yep, it's a mess. Please listen carefully to this statement. Every time, this is her. Every time I have tried to help with this whole monkey thing, I've been slandered and attacked. Okay, so we're going to stop right there. Just about statement analysis. This whole monkey thing, Jennifer, ma'am, this is not a thing. This is a missing 5-year-old child. So for you to be so concerned with yourself being slandered and attacked over this, this whole monkey thing, I was not happy seeing that. So my only response was, because she said, yeah, it's a mess. I said, yeah, I'm seeing that. I meant her. She's the mess.
Can you pause
But
for
anyway,
a second?
so she said, I can understand.
Okay, so here we have a comment. Is this supposed to be about Monkey or the babysitter? I thought it was about Monkey. The babysitter story is 6 months old. I'm just learning about the babysitter. I think a few people in here are as well. So I mean, it may be old, but this person was just spoken to maybe a week ago or a couple weeks ago. So these texts are very recent. So that's why we're covering that. And that's why I put in the title, is there a new person of interest? So I didn't know how long she's been a suspect or if she is a suspect, but I did just want to go over this, and these texts are really, really recent. Yeah, there's just people, there's people just learning about this. So we're just, we're going to go over it and see what everybody thinks. Okay, you can push play.
Understand why they would think I had something to do with him disappearing. Why would you think that? Why would you be able to understand that? Because according to Jennifer, the day that Michael went missing, she had the day off. So how can you understand that they would think that you had something to do with him disappearing? So she says, I'm the newest person in their lives. Even though I've known Tyler and Brandy for years, I was new to the children. How does that work? Please make that make sense. You told me that you knew Tyler for 9 years. You've known Brandy since she gave birth to Michael, but you don't know the children. Again, hashtag make that make sense. So I said, oh, so you had just recently started babysitting then. You were there the day he went missing too, right? She says, no, that was my day off. I started watching them end of March, beginning of April. So let's do the math here real quick. Michael went missing July 27th. Okay. She worked for them a total of 3 months, and this child went missing. So, next screenshot. She says, I'm sorry, this is a lot, so bear with me, please, guys. I'm not used to sharing my screen and doing all of this. But I said, oh, I thought I saw it reported that Tyler, you, the 2 teens, let me tell you that Brandy, Michael's mother, has 2 older children. They're teenagers, okay? So I did see a report that said that Tyler, the father, he is Michael's biological father, and Brandy's 2 teenagers and a grandpa were there when Michael went missing. And I heard that Jennifer was there. So she responded and said, I was there the day before. I left okay, please listen to this as well. I left a half hour after Tyler got home, so Monkey and I could finish painting the rocks. Do not know what rocks she's talking about. Feels a little cacti planting to me, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, just plant some cacti and some rocks. And I'm sorry. I can't help but to do a Don impression. Like this was really heavy, and this was really this stressed me out all day long. So if I want to crack a Don Wells joke, just let me be, please. So, but anyway, so she says, let me restart this. I was there the day before. So she's saying she was there the day before Michael went missing. She said, I left a half hour after Tyler got home, so Monkey and I could finish painting the rocks. First time I ever left late when Tyler was home. I don't believe that, girl. So she's really saying that the first time she ever left late was the day before Michael Monkey Vaughn went missing. She said Brandy and I would visit for a bit usually. So I said, wow, this has to be so shocking and traumatizing for you, because I imagine that it is. I said, being their nanny babysitter, you had to have spent a lot of time with them. I don't know if you saw my question, but I asked what your fondest memory of Monkey was, if you care to share it with me. Where's that screenshot? Nope, don't have it. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna leave this up and I'm gonna continue reading because I guess I didn't take screenshots of this. So she answers me again and says, pillow fights. This was her fondest memories of Michael Vaughn. Pillow fights, we had some awesome ones. Every Wednesday, we would get Happy Meals and go through the car wash. All the kids loved the car wash. I said, oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about your own kids. I apologize. I did read that reply. Did you watch them every day or just part of the week? She said, I watched 3 other kids as well. The twins just came back from Nevada. I don't know who the twins are. They are not related to this case. But she said the twins just came back from Nevada that day he went missing. So many plans for the rest of the summer. I didn't answer. So she says, I watched them when their schedules would overlap, which that does match what Michael Vaughn's mom said, that's why, she was basically hired, was to fill in the gaps of their overlapping work schedules. And she confirmed that with this statement. I watched them when their schedules would overlap. It was to the point that I would only be there 3 days a week for about 2 to 4 hours each day. So she really wasn't there that long. Oh, sorry. Let me get back to it. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't take screenshots of this. So I said, are Brandy's teens twins? Because I thought that when she said the twins just came back from Nevada, I thought maybe she was talking about Brandy's teenagers. And she says no. The twins are my other friend's girls. So again, these twins have nothing to do with this case. So now we're getting into the screenshot. She said, trying to find a couple of videos for you. This video right here has never been shared in public. It is a video of little Michael. And she said, and my phone went stupid. Not sure what that exactly meant. I guess, I'm not sure. But I said, oh, he's so cute, because he was. And it's such a typical boy. He was acting just like a typical little 5-year-old. And I told her, thank you for sharing this with me. I said, has that video been shared before? And if not, may I share it? Here's where we're going to get real interesting, guys. Buckle up. Put your seatbelts on. Get your spackle guns out, because here we go. Strap in. She says, it has not been shared that I know of. And then she asked the golden question. Have you been in contact with Brandy? And listen, Brandy was the first person I reached out to. Now, being that she was her nanny, she's known Brandy's husband, Tyler, for 9 years. She's known Brandy for 5. I assume they were on good terms. Well, I got a surprise for you guys. So, I asked if I could share the video. She asked if I'd been in contact with Brandy. I said, I've reached out to her, but she has not read my messages yet. Here's her response. Not surprised. I would allow you to share it, but she blocked me. I'm going to read that again. Not surprised. I would allow you to share it, but she blocked me, so I can't even ask. Huge red flags. And on that note, I'm going to let that sink into you guys, that Michael Vaughn's mother has blocked the nanny. Okay? I have to blow my nose. I don't want to do it on this mic. So
Can you pause real quick?
drop the screen down and see what's going on.
Okay. So the babysitter is blocked by the mother. So we have a question here. Anyone know, or anyone who may know, does this babysitter story match the mama's story? I feel so bad for mama. She is going to get into everything in the video. She also, the screenshots that I showed earlier are some conversations about the rumors that she was talking about in the beginning. But yeah, so the mom, I'm actually going to show you guys a screenshot of what Brandy has to say about this. And I'll show you that at the end. Yeah, it's very suspicious. She has, and I'm not saying, in my opinion, I don't think that she has anything to do with the disappearance. but her talking the way that she does, it's very, very suspicious. So it just makes you wonder why she would have, she would have this conversation and just be really weird about it. Yeah, she blocked her. No problem. Okay, we can start again whenever you're ready, Purple.
I'm on here. Okay, yeah, I'll be right back. Should have brought my tissues.
You can't be great at
Yeah, definitely red flags. Hey, Brock.
Okay, I am back, guys. Sorry. So, we are about to get into more of the meat and potatoes of this craziness. Where are we at? Okay. Here. Yes. So, yes, you heard that correctly. Michael Vaughn's mom, and I do not believe this is known to the public, has blocked the nanny. So naturally, my next question was, why did she block you? So let's get there. Oh, here we are. So remember the first thing she said to me? That she had no idea what people were saying about her. Like she was just clueless, right? So when I ask why Brandy blocks her, this is her answer. She says, here's the thing. The public is bashing me like crazy. Really, Jennifer? Because I can scroll right up on my phone where you acted like you had no idea this was going on. But now you're telling me this is the reason that Michael Vaughn's mom blocked you. So let me read this all the way through before I give my commentary because I just have so much to say. I've been waiting to share this with you guys. Anyway, here's the thing. The public is bashing me like crazy. If the authorities thought I had anything to do with him missing, why am I not being investigated? Please listen very carefully to what she is saying. Why did it take them 6 weeks to search my house? As far as law enforcement is concerned, they have not been actively investigating me. This is what she says. They are not actively investigating her. Okay? Keep that in mind. She goes on to say, I was interviewed 4 times. Once FBI, once ISP, and twice FPD, which would be the Fruitland Police Department. And then she says, that's it. Like, that's not a big deal. You've been interviewed 4 times, once by the FBI, and that's it.
Can you pause?
So she says, gave over my devices for...
Okay, so she's been investigated by all of these law enforcement agencies, and she thinks she's not under investigation. Now, if you're being investigated, if you're being questioned, or even, just a casual looking into, you're definitely being investigated, especially if you're being questioned by all of these agencies. Now, she's going to say how far apart these investigations into her were, and it makes sense that she is a person of interest. You can press play.
Information extraction, been polygraphed, pretty sure they aren't looking at me at all. Really? So then she says, it's the social media that is coming up with these insane theories. So let's review this real quick. I ask her, why did she block you? She gives me a whole paragraph here of why. It's the public bashing her like crazy. She starts going into, if I was a suspect, then why aren't they looking at me? They've interviewed me 4 times. Let me tell you, they've interviewed her 4 times. They have polygraphed her twice. And the last time was a couple of weeks ago. She is absolutely being investigated. I don't know if this woman just thinks I'm an idiot or she doesn't know the true, meaning of the word investigate, but she's absolutely being investigated. So after giving this whole explanation of why Brandy, Michael Vaughn's mother, blocked her, she then says, I'm not sure. She's hurting. We all are. If it helps her to focus her anger on me, so be it. Now she's the victim, right? Even by the grace of God, Michael does come home. I will be content with never being able to contact them again. Just knowing he is home safe with his mama is the best I can hope for. Ma'am, please do not let me get up in Chris McDonough's inbox and have him analyze these messages because holy cow, okay? Anyway, moving on. I said, did the 4 interviews take place right after he went missing or were they spaced out? Because if you watch the interview room like I do, you've learned some things. And I've learned some things. When the FBI sort of clears you, they stop bothering you. But when they keep coming back and keep coming back and keep coming back, there's a reason. There's a reason why they keep coming back to you. So she was still typing at this time. So I said, did the 4 interviews take place right after he went missing or were they spaced out? She said, he's my little buddy. She's talking about Michael. I love all the kids in my life, maybe except for your own. Unconditionally. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it to me. But she said, even the ones that have grown up still call me Auntie Jen. I will not be complete until he is home with her. I said, let me get to the next screenshot. I said, and yes, I imagine she is in unspeakable pain. I'm talking about Brandy. I said, I saw her on a live stream and she looked so broken, but trying to hold it together. She wrote, spaced out, meaning that her 4 interviews that I asked for right here, they spaced them out. FBI was the next morning. So the FBI was interviewing her the next morning after Michael went missing. ISP was a few weeks after. FPD was 6 weeks later. Then the poly interview was FBI and FPD. She actually had 2 polygraphs. So I asked her, and I know that they don't tell you, but I just figured I'd see what she would say. So I said, did they tell you if you passed?
You might have.
Yeah, 2 polygraphs.
She said 6 months later. I said, I don't know if they usually tell people or not, but she said no. I do know that my heart jumped every time they said Michael's name. Okay, so keep in mind here, I'm asking her, did they tell you if you're passed? And her response to that question was, no, they didn't tell me, but my heart jumped every time they said his name. To me, I don't think she passed that first polygraph. Okay, I think this is why Michael Vaughn's mom has blocked her, refuses to speak to her, I do not think she passed that first polygraph. So, next, I said, so they just recently polyed you. She said, yep, last month. And again, I'll remind you guys, this is a woman that does not think that she's being investigated. Okay. If I don't, you are absolutely being investigated. This child has been missing for roughly 6 months, and they are still polygraphing you, interviewing you. You're absolutely being investigated. So, let's see where we're at. We are at the wow. So I said, wow, this investigation is very active. Because clearly it is. They were just polygraphing her for the second time last month. I'm sorry. She said, haven't heard a peep since. Yes. Yeah, because that's how the feds work. If you guys don't know how the FBI and the feds work, they work backwards. And what I mean by that, they don't do things like, your local police or your state police, they're going to come arrest you, and then they'll do their little investigation, then maybe charge you with something. The feds do it backwards. They don't come and arrest you right away. They'll let you go. They build and I know this because of the Josh Duggar case, but they will build an airtight case first. They'll let you go 6, 8 months, a year. Very Morphew, hello. They will let you go that long. And they're still watching you. They are monitoring you. They are watching you. They are paying all types of attention to what you're doing. So, when they come in and finally arrest you, it's over. I'll use Doug from No Thanks Investigations. Take the L out of lover. It is over. It is over. Okay. So, yeah. So she said, yes, the investigation is very active. I said, I heard Fruitland. That is where Michael Vaughn and his family lived. I heard Fruitland is very small, like a town where everyone knows everyone. She said, someone is being non-compliant. Really, Jennifer? That's interesting for you to say. But she said, someone is being non-compliant. Rumors are it's me. You don't say. I already told you that. I told you that when I first started inboxing you. So it's funny to me that she's like, replaying this back to me. So she says, someone is being non-compliant. Rumor is it's me. But I was the first one this second go around of poly. So she's basically patting herself on the back and saying, for the second round of polygraphs, I was the first one. Okay, kudos to you, lady. Okay. So then we go. Let's see where we're at. I'm looking at my phone, and then I'm looking at the screen. So she says, I said Fruitland was small. She said, yes, crazy small. I said, I can imagine how this could be a complete nightmare for all involved. She said, I cannot go out in public without someone calling me a kidnapper. It sucks. And I said, ouch. Yes, that's got to be tough on you. I don't know how I would handle that. And I don't know how. Then again, I'm not a kidnapper. You know what I mean? So this is not the correct screenshot. That is not the correct screenshot. Okay, I'm missing some screenshots here, so I'm just going to continue reading what she said. I said, ouch, yes, that's got to be tough on you. I don't know how I would handle that. And she said, first, I ignored it. Then I started confronting, back to ignoring. You can't get people to believe the truth if they want to believe garbage, which I agree with that. So I said, that's true. Still weirds me out. This is me talking. Still weirds me out that Chris Watts has fans. No talking sense to some people. And she replied, I don't know who that is. I said, oh, Chris Watts killed his entire family. I don't mean to laugh, but if you don't, and I'm not even laughing, I'm not. I do that when I'm nervous sometimes, or I do that when I think something's ridiculous. Like, if you haven't heard of Chris Watts, maybe you've been living under a rock. I'm not really sure. But I said, oh, Chris Watts killed his entire family, pregnant wife and 2 little girls. It was horrific. I think even Netflix did a documentary on him.
Can we pause for 1 second? Oh. Is that ad anyway? So yeah, this is a lot, guys. And you know, for her to say she cares about all these children, and then she says, you know, the whole monkey thing. You think she actually cares about Michael Vaughn, and she is doing prayer vigils every day and handing out flyers? To me, it kind of seems like she is liking the attention. She doesn't get what's going on here, that she's being investigated. She doesn't get that 2 polygraphs is not a good thing. So, you know, it's not very good. People are so quick to blame the vulnerable, easy targets. It's important to see all sides to bring justice to all victims. I agree. And, you know, the parents, I have seen interviews, especially on Purple Nights, with the mom, and she breaks my heart. Every single time I see an interview with her, I can't help but cry, because it's so heartbreaking, and I can't imagine what she's going through. And, you know, this babysitter, I don't know. I don't know if she's involved. I don't have any facts that she's involved, but this conversation is just very weird to me. No, she was a friend of the family. Actually a friend of the father's. Her and her husband, or her husband was friends with the father, with Michael's father. And then she had met the mother later on, and then the kids. Okay, so we can get going again whenever you're ready, Purple. And thank you, Sandra Lee, for the super chat.
The evil in the world, it'll consume me. Well, lady, it might have already had. I'm not really sure. So she tried to send me another video, and it was not. I said, oh no, it says it's unavailable. She said, I was afraid of that. I'll try to fix the settings. So I decided to throw her a little knuckleball here. So, did you see Monkey the day he went missing? No. Let me restart. Sorry. I said so. Oh, so I actually typoed. I'm just realizing that. So, anyway, I said, so you did see Monkey the day he went missing, but you were not there when he was discovered missing, right? Did you have plans for that day that are accounted for? I'm trying to figure out why they would poly you twice. She says, no. I had a follow-up doctor's appointment for, forgive me for not being able to pronounce this word, anaphylaxis reaction. She said, I had over the previous weekend. Then I was home until my husband and I left for Napa for a pool league match. So let's be clear here. She told me that she had the day off that Michael Vaughn went missing. And she's telling me now what she did that day. She went to a doctor's appointment, which I'm sure that can be confirmed. What cannot be confirmed is when she says, I was at home until my husband and I left for Nampa for a pool league match. So how long was she home? And what time did they leave for this match? She said, I didn't know he was even missing until Brandy called me at 9:24 p.m., almost 3 hours after he went missing. I said, wow. What is this that I have up on the screen? No, that's not it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find what I'm doing. There's a picture of her. I didn't need to show. Okay, so here we go. This is where we are in the conversation. She said, I'm sorry to cut this short, but I work nocturnal shifts, midnight to 8 a.m., so I will be asleep until 11 p.m. I said, what is, I can't pronounce this word, anaphylactic? I can't pronounce it. Forgive me. She said it's an allergic reaction. She said in her case, it was to shellfish. I said to her saying that, she had to cut it short. I said, okay, no problem. Thank you for chatting with me. And about her shellfish reaction, I said, Gaia. So we're going to go back. So I said here, no problem. Or she said, thank you for reaching out. I appreciate that you came to me. Hopefully I was able to clarify things for you. I said, no problem. Sleep well. She sent a picture of herself. So this is what she looks like. And she said, empathetic reaction to a kiss from my husband 3 hours after he ate some mussels. Okay. So that is the end. Hey, that is the end of our conversation. What do you guys think? I have not looked at this chat at all. So
Okay,
I'm probably going to
stop the video, Purple. Okay, so let me remove this. Oh, here we go. So what do you guys think? What do you think, Purple?
Well, that's very interesting. I mean, there's a lot of questions in there that she, gave extra details to and actually avoided the answering altogether.
Right? I thought it was very, very sketch. And
Yeah.
the thing that gets me is she had 2 polygraph tests and they didn't give her the results.
You're right.
And that is not good. So she had to have she had to have failed both, and she automatically comes up with an excuse that her heart was beating every time they said his name. Now, isn't that a sign of deception?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm suspicious. I want to hear Brandy's reason. Oh, I'll show you. I have a screenshot. I'm going to share my screen in a few minutes. Does Tyler have his results? I'm not sure about that, but we are going to be covering this case. We're going to be digging in a little bit, and I will let you know. Yeah, especially if they're friends. I don't think that they're friends anymore from what I've gathered. So what do you guys think of the babysitter? Do you think that she could be guilty of something? Do you think that maybe she's just inserting herself? Do you think that she's completely innocent? I want to know what you guys think. Thank you, Frosty.
I think she's definitely a suspect.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I mean, just from, what I don't have any facts or anything, but just from hearing the conversation, it does not sound good.
Right.
Yes. Her husband was friends with the dad, Michael's dad, and she became friends with him through her husband. Yeah, very suspicious. Right. We would need more facts, right? I'm very curious to know what law enforcement knows. Yeah, I did get permission to show this video, but out of respect, I'm not showing the whole video. I do have the link to True Crime and Tarot, sorry, and it's pinned to the top of the chat if you guys want to check out the whole video. Yeah, there's no doubt that she's a suspect. If anyone is interested, listen to. We actually did go over Donna Serafina's reading on this channel. If you would like to see it, you can. I think, what was it, like a week ago? We went over it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and her link is also in the description of that video. And here again is the link to True Crime and Tarot. And I will share my screen and show you guys. Let me just get it up here. Give us this one. Okay, let me share my screen real quick. So this is Brandy, and this is in the comment section of a YouTube video. She is talking to Navalus True Crime. That's another channel if you guys want to check them out. I do not have the link, but I'm sure one of my mods can find the link to that channel. So she says, thank you. Thank you for your kindness and support. Thank you for defending our family. The rumors have been running rampant since day one, and it's ridiculous. I understand this, but I will not let it sway the course of finding our sweet Michael. As for the white pilot, law enforcement has possibly established this vehicle and are looking into other avenues, as it is still a very active investigation with law enforcement and the FBI. As for the babysitter, she has been asked and told many times to quit misinformation and still doesn't shut her trap. She is a narcissistic person, and she wasn't even there that day. She released that video of Michael I never even seen without my permission. I can't thank you enough for your continued support and bringing awareness to Michael. We will never give up. Michael is coming home. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart. So here she is saying that the babysitter spreads misinformation and she doesn't keep her mouth shut, even though she is asked to do so. So I don't know if, the mom is thinking maybe there's something going on. Maybe law enforcement obviously is telling her that she needs to keep her mouth shut as well. So just what you guys are saying. What do you think after hearing Donna and now this nanny? I think that she may know something. I had watched the Donna Serafina video. We did watch it on here. I'm not sure if we watched the entire thing.
I don't think so.
Oh, here is, I don't know how to say it. I think it's Navalus True Crime. This is their link right here. Thank you, Truth for All. Let's see. So that's why she blocked her. Yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
Yeah, because she wouldn't stop talking when she was asked not to,
Right.
and then probably showing that video that
Yep,
wasn't her business to share. So
exactly.
that's
And how many
probably
other
why.
times has she talked to people? You know what I mean?
Right,
Who else is messaging her and getting information and possibly the wrong information, which could
right.
be interfering with the investigation, you know?
That is very true.
Hmm. Hi, Cynthia. I never heard of any babysitter until right now. Maybe I missed that during the investigation. I didn't either. And I think this most likely came about in Facebook groups. A lot of times you can find a lot of information that is unknown in Facebook groups. And this YouTuber found these conversations and it led her to investigate the babysitter a little bit more. And thank God she did. She wrote her, she got some information. I'll listen now, but I'll do a replay later. Yeah, it's definitely worth a listen to. And, you know, True Crime and Tarot, her video, we didn't watch the whole thing. We just watched the screenshots, but it's a very, very interesting video. Okay. So, you know, that's what I wanted to show you guys. And I definitely want to get more into this case and try to see what's going on. Um, you know, there's a lot more here than what meets the eye, obviously. So we're going to probably dive into this case within the next week. And I just wanted to say to everyone that I'm sorry I had to take a few days off. I know that I promised to get to this as soon as possible. I had some personal things going on, but I'm back. And we're definitely going to get into more on Michael Vaughn and the Summer case. We're also going to be talking a little bit about bullying here and there, coming up with another video or another live in the next couple days, talking about the effects that bullying has on adults. And Purple Knights and Truth for All are also doing the same thing. And we, in my last live that I did this afternoon, I put in the link to Purple Knights petition. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I I started the petition to stop the bullying on YouTube because one, it's getting out of hand. There's too many people participating in it and not enough consequences for, the people that are doing it. So, and then two is because, it's affecting a lot of my subscribers and my friends on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube. And I just felt I couldn't sit back and be quiet about bullying any longer. So that's why I started the whole talking about bullying and then doing the petition. Um, there is actually two petitions because the first one, it wasn't it stopped after 100 subs for after I got 100 signatures for some reason. So I started another one that once we hit the 100, it'll keep going up. So there is actually two of them. Um, I posted the most recent link in Discord a couple of
Okay.
days ago. So,
Okay. I
um,
think that might be the
I'll
one that I grabbed, but just in case, what I'll do is I'll grab the newer one and put that in my community tab.
okay,
So that way that one's the most updated one.
right. And it's just bullying's a big enough problem in our schools with our children. Now we got it online as well. You know, how many more lives, have to be taken because of somebody else's words, and that they can't control themselves and be quiet. So that's,
Exactly. And it's children, it's adults, it's everyone, and with social media, it's it's everywhere. Social media
right.
is on the rise. A lot of people use social media as an outlet in their life, and I can say from experience, I turn to social media, to YouTube, to distract myself from grief that I've had in my life recently, and it didn't make it any better. It's 10 times worse on social media, and we have to fix that because, like like your petition says, the policies aren't harsh enough. The
No.
the punishments aren't harsh enough for the bullies that are on here to get what they deserve. So we, by signing this petition, hopefully, it'll get to the point where YouTube has their hands tied and they have to fix this problem and hold people
Correct.
accountable for their actions on YouTube and other platforms as well.
Right.
And anyone can make a petition. If you
Yep.
feel that you're being bullied in the workplace, if you feel like you're being bullied at school, you can, come up with a petition of your own and have people sign it. I will share it out.
Yep.
Purple Knights will share it out.
Yep.
Truth for All, he has a channel. He can share it out. Frosty TV. We have a lot of creators here that
Yeah,
would love to help.
definitely.
Yeah. So if you guys hadn't checked out Purple Knights channel, her link is in the chat here. Truth for All, if you can share it again. She has her petition, the updated petition on her channel. She also has a couple lives on her channel talking about bullying. Truth for All also has a couple videos on his channel, as I'm sorry. He also has the bullying stopthebullying.gov website. And then I have my live from today if you guys want to check that out. Hey, Angie. Yes, please be kind. Smarten up and be kind.
Right. It doesn't cost anything to be kind to somebody. And it
No,
just goes back to, what our mamas taught us when we were little. If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all.
exactly. Exactly, Purple. All right, here is Purple's link right here. And Truth for All, he has his link in the chat as well. He's probably going to share it again. I'm so sad about the 12-year-old that hung himself. Yeah. I just been reading so many stories about it and seeing so many things on the news about kids committing suicide due to bullying. And it's
And they're
not,
getting younger and younger.
yeah. Yep. And also, Purple Knights, you've shared a lot of statistics on your channel.
Yes.
And it's horrifying.
Yeah,
It really
it
is. Speak up and call out those involved. Usually when people speak out who's involved, they will be blocked. Huge indication of being onto something. Yeah, I think it's just YouTube. I mean, these people are being reported, they're being called out, and they're still doing what they're doing. They still have their monetization, they still have their channel. So the goal here is, to make them lose that because they
Yep.
don't deserve it. You're gonna bully
Right. They're
somebody.
being.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say that they're being rewarded for, bullying other channels, other subs, and it's just it's relentless. It's day after day after day. And it just seems like YouTube, picks and chooses who they're going to hold accountable and who they're not, when
Right.
everybody should be held to the same standard.
Yep. Yep, you're right, Cynthia. Schools need to do better. Yep, especially in school. They probably were the bullies in school, and they brought it into their adult life. And it's not fair. We've heard so many stories over the last couple weeks, right? Purple Nights
That is
of
correct.
a woman's husband committed suicide, and another woman, her niece, committed suicide, and she was only 10 years old, and she was being bullied at school. The husband of the woman who committed suicide, he was being bullied at work, and it's going on everywhere, and you don't know what people are going through. You know what I mean? And when this happens, when they're being bullied either in school or social media or anywhere, it really has an effect on people.
Yes,
Especially
it does.
people who have anxiety or depression. It's not good. YouTube
No, it's not.
has got to stop it. That's what the petition is for. Yes, Joy. That's
Yep.
what the petition's for. And hopefully they listen and they get a hold of this petition and they see what's going on here and how many people are in agreement with what's going on with the YouTube policies. It's not good.
No, it's not. There's way too much of it. And I mean, you may not be personally doing the bullying yourself, but if you're supporting a creator that, has built their channel on nothing but, you're just as guilty, in my opinion.
If you read the YouTube terms of service, bullying is not considered harassment if it is part of a skit. That's insane, for real. And the people, some of the people we're talking about do it straight on their lives. So we don't even understand that, even if it was part of a skit, that's horrible as it is. It's sad.
Right. Right. Because people are losing their lives every day because of this. It's not something to even joke about, to be a part of or, to participate in. It's too much.
I've reported 2 channels a few times. YouTube don't. Yeah, they don't care. They really don't. I've actually unsubscribed to channels because of it. Me too. YouTube is an enabler. It's just my opinion. No one else's. I agree. Hey, Julie. Yeah, so this is what's going to be going on for as long as we can get the word out there and get someone to listen, hopefully. We're going to keep fighting and we're going to keep making people aware of what is going on.
Yep.
Skits being orchestrated. Yeah, I know. It just sucks. But thank you guys so much for coming out tonight and listening to True Crime and Tarot. And we're definitely going to dig more into that case in the coming weeks. Hopefully, Michael is found and we won't have to go any further and we can figure out what happened to him and who is held responsible. But other than that, we're just going to have to look and see what's going on. And definitely we're going to keep going with the petition, with Purple Knight's petition, and making people aware of what's going on social media and in our schools as far as bullying goes. So if you are interested and you like the content, please hit the like button. If you want to donate, you can. If not, that's okay. We have the Cash App up. Super chats always help. But like I said, if you can't, that's okay. We have Purple Knight's link right here. Truth for All is sharing it. And then here is Truth for All's. And they have all the information you need on the petition and on the bullying websites. So I'm going to let you go, Purple. And if you do live, let me know.
All right.
Okay. And thank you so
right.
much for coming up and helping me with this live. And if you need any
you're
help,
welcome.
I'm here for you.
All righty.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, guys. Have a good night, and I'll see you very soon. Love you guys.